It's holiday season, as some might have noticed. Something like that. It's getting colder. Yeah, weather manipulation's going on, but it's just the way it is until, yeah. That's why it doesn't mean you have to upgrade yourself to manipulate the weather. But if they're going to mess with you, they are going to mess with us until, until the world grows up, basically. Just the way it is. It's all part of the learning process, right? Yeah, for better or for worse. Yeah, the weather definitely has been weaponized, of course, but you have to be a victim towards it. Whoops. The Lockman telescope. I didn't think I ever heard about this before. It's in West Virginia. Kind of like they call it a quiet zone. It's more like a dead zone. That's the name. There's no cell phones, and so there's no radiation. There's no interference, which is pretty interesting. There is definitely Illuminati energy there, not necessarily for a negative, but they have the satellite or the telescope. Because they can look into the universe, or the galaxies. Yeah, they see all these different galaxies from that position. It's like a little spot that they can view, where they can't do that anywhere else but there. I think they have 2 telescopes there, but nobody's ever heard. I never heard of it. So, yeah, it's like a government, but it feels very Illuminati. But yeah, that's so of a negative. I mean, it's very isolated. I'm surprised anybody even knows about it. Well, nobody knows about it, so yeah, I imagine they know about some kind of alien energy. They have to. They're not gonna make it public, obviously. So I don't know. So, of course, the aliens are all 4th dimensional, 5th dimension, whatever. I don't know what they're looking for. Not just galaxies, but they're looking for something. Who knows? So many different conspiracies with all this. Yeah, of course, the secret space program, so they can take everything to the next level. It's like, okay, whatever. It's like the mind can go to all kinds of places. Just to entertain itself. So that's the thing about these disinfo agents. They just they just keep the disinfo going. That doesn't mean it has to be from them. They can just keep keeping the agendas going. A lot of times they just haven't grown up yet. Yeah, because it's kind of funny, these large podcasts, spiritual podcasts, they say they have secret information. It's like, if that was the case, you wouldn't be there. So whatever. It's like an entertainment channel. Pretty much. They kind of say the same things over and over again anyway. So say things they've already heard somewhere else. So is the avatar to come? Maybe. Is that even working? Is it working? Scheduler. Shop here. Maybe. Yeah, you think the site would be working better, but I guess not. Modern technology. So second here. I'm trying to bring it up here somewhere. I'm lost here. Okay. So bring it up wherever I can find it. Well, that's Lockman himself. He still lives there. think that's a satellite. I think that's a better view of it. That's fascinating. I don't know what that is. No, that's not it. Yeah, but it's not much known about it. Like, nothing. But it's out in the, middle of nowhere, basically West Virginia. It's a dead zone just to get to it. Well, it looks like, so maybe one day I'll go to. Probably never, but anyways. The Lockman hole. Okay, that's the area in the sky which minimal amounts of hydrogen gas observed from the perspective of Earth. So yeah, it's like the hole. Yeah, the hole where you can see the other universe, other galaxies. So yeah, it's fascinating. So that's different. What does that mean what does that do for us? It shows we have a long ways to go. Well, instead of crying about World War III every 5 minutes, the idea is to connect these other realities. Well, of course, I'm doing the secret space program stuff, but that's, like I say, it's like the G.I. Joe realm. It's like the teenager hangout. Okay, what about without the drama? Jeez. Oh, I'm in mind programming this, I'm in that. Yeah, okay, great. You're in a victim theme. I got it. There's a lot of that going on. This whole podcast built on manipulation, just to prolong the manipulations. Yeah, we can prove you're a secret space program, so I'm sure you can. Yeah, one secret information to another. Yeah, okay, whatever. One psyop with connection to another, but aside of all that, yeah, instead of just falling for all this nonsense that's here on planet crazy, connected to the other universes, obviously get different perspectives. But it's going out. It's going out of yourself, but it's also you're going within, because you're going within your own perspective. So it's not necessarily going out. It's like you're going out, but going out, but from within. How many of this grand psycho planet are doing much of that? Of course, it's not part of the mainstream mind control to do that. So you get pulled to all this news and government shutdowns and whatever. A world that's stuck in the mud, yeah. Of course, it's tapping into the universe and all that. Well, you can, of course, everyone's at a different level. I mean, there are gods out there, or entities, whatever you want to call them, that look at us as nothing. I wonder why. Because we're crying about World War III every 5 minutes. Easily mind controlled by the propaganda of the day. You gotta be something. But there are definitely godlike beings like you see in mythology that just treat us like we're like toys, basically. And upgrading isn't what some can, most can't. That's fine. Yeah, most definitely can't, or that's not there yet. They need Elon Musk to tell them it's okay. Jeez. Enjoy the mind control. Somebody needs a babysitter, right? But tapping into the galaxies and all that, of course, it's I don't know, just all this world nonsense doesn't mean anything. It's growth for damn sure. But it's also like letting go of the demon and connecting more to your potential. No, like the demonic realms kind of rule over you because they have a purpose, yeah, but you can still be physical and non-physical at the same time. You can activate more of your non-physical abilities. Of course, so many blockages here, and many people are not ready for anything, so you have to slow down at a dead stop, basically. Yeah, it's kind of like you're in the river going nowhere. It's like you're drifting in the river, but it's like it's all still. Yeah, that's the world. Not always, but it does have some movement. But there feels like there are times I just sit there, just yeah. Of course, we're going into the new year. Things are moving slowly. Yeah, it'd be nice to get past all this human crap. you know, I know that's the, that's where the excitement is, I guess. It's not crap. But the upgrade away from it all, of course, it's easier said than done because the majority is just not interested. But either way, it's tapping more into the non-physical realms, connecting. Basically, it's like astral travel to other realities. Of course, if you do that, you see how our world's important, but damn, it's a big baby. It's not all baby, but it's a big. It's got stuff there. Well, it's it's gotta go what it has to go through though. But the next generation, not 100 years from now, maybe a couple of thousand, at this rate, a couple million years, but who knows? Basically, more you turn your head away from World War III and Elon Musk and Trump and tap more into the multi-dimensional realms and outside of all the drama, outside the secret space program drama, jeez. And that's when you, of course, you're warning all the strength of, you're strengthening yourself here so you can handle what's out in the universe, connect to these godlike beings when they look at you like you're an insect. So you can start seeing them more clearly. Now, obviously, doing meditation, you can see them, but to actually have them appear, you're not going to do that. Not yet, at least. No, we still have a long ways to go. You can get visions. It becomes an automatic. Of course, some people are so nuts, they probably see, I see this, I see that, I see the secret space program. Fucking nuts. Whatever. Do what you gotta do, right? Oh, I have all the knowledge. I knew all that. That's the other one. Yeah, whatever. Either way, it's happened more into the Pleiadian energies and the Lockman hole. It's a nice sound to it. Though, for it's a hole in space, basically. So, yeah. So, all right. We'll see what we can tap into. So we're going. Yeah, the Pleiadians. I feel their vibes. Usually, I don't put alien tiles so much anymore. So it shows they're contributing to our peacefulness, if we can find it. Take a break from your chaotic secret space program, psychotic World War III. Whatever else you got going on over there. Mind control, hit pause. Or you turn it off. That's easier said than done for some. Yeah, activate the secret space program, mind control. Yeah, well, you might as well ride that train until you're exhausted, so might as well own it until you just get more into your higher being instead of all that just victim, whatever you can come up with there. Well, it's a release, so. Anyway, okay, all right, going to the Pleiadians and see what we get from that. Okay, blessings. Pleiadians. Well, first off, your planet is curious. Yes, it has to do what it must do. Now, the goal of it's really up to you what your goals are, but It's definitely going to one shadow is very important. And yes, there's a lot of shadow there in the shadow realm of your planet. And you're wandering from the demonic realms, because though there's worlds that can open up different realities, and this one open up the demonic realm to advance more of itself. You can say get secret knowledge, what you think your secret societies are doing all the time. But of course some do get devoured by the lower frequencies, and they create religions because it is very religious in the lower dimensions too. They're dedicated, not all that way, but yes, they do have churches in hell. So, and it's coming basically. That's why this world is the toughest test, or one of the toughest tests, because it opened up to the demonic realms and made a home there, called it home to some level. It doesn't mean it has to be your home, but it is a home of many. And they're just kind of sitting in their darkness in their own puddle of mayhem. And there are places like, the Lockman hole, you could say. First off, there are chaotic places in the universe, and obviously astral, but there are places of peacefulness, yes, away from technologies, away from everything. So this world has a piece of everything. Yeah, you can go places it's away from it all, or right in the center of chaos. And it's like, so it's like you're on a place of peace, and you go into the city, and all the propaganda is like, so that's what they're up to right now. And there are beings that are, those of you here, some of you that haven't quite let go of their darkness. That's why that's why propaganda works so well here. Mind control propaganda is because one has not let go of their darkness, their panic attack, their fear of World War III. All these things within them has not been unlocked. So it was kind of like a medicine hearing all this propaganda, fear of the worst, assassinations and so on, or attempts and so on, is that the soul has not quite cleansed that darkness yet. And there are beings that come from radical societies, without going into all the details, but take what you're going through here and times it by 10, and versions of Earth that did not survive, and they're here to heal from that. They have like pieces of it here, and trying to let go of the chaotic frequencies of other versions of Earth that did not survive. So this one's kind of like a middle ground. It's like there are a lot of human refugees coming here just to release. And yes, they might be attracted to darkness because you can't let it go. Not yet, at least. But that's why many of you are here, to help them let it go. Of course, at least in your own energy too. But you're learning from their intelligence and everything, and the power of the individual. And yes, there is a sane and silent frequency. It's not all insane, but there is frequencies of it. Because once again, the soul is curious. So, once again, secret knowledge. What secret knowledge is received? It's like self-destruction. It's like how to do that and how to trick yourself into it. And yes, the human body might not be it's powerful, but it's so fragile. But the mind is out of control. The mind is a minefield of insecurities, psychoticness, and everything. It doesn't mean you have to activate all those things. But the calming the mind and just not having all this worry, because the mind can cause trickery. But also the universe does the same thing. The idea is to think more clearly here, so you can get through your life, unscathed. You might go through bumps in the roads, but you can survive it. Can you survive yourself, your own insecurities, your own madness, to get to this reality? It's not as easy. And it might not be your crazy. It might be somebody else's. Someone that family member, your own kid drive you insane. And all of that is like, so it's like, you might be at peace to some level, but then you connect to someone, a loved one, and you're going crazy. It's a test of the soul. So you think you have it all figured out. Think again. So it's like you wonder why you're around all these crazy individuals. It's like, what can you learn from them? And the sacrifices they put themselves into more in the dimensions. Well, it's just like not everybody's into pot smoking, but somebody probably knows someone pot smokes pot. But someone is smoking the lower dimensional frequencies. And they might take it too far, but that's really there to help, help them not be pulled down, but also learn more about yourself at the same time. So the idea is not to get pulled down too deeply into the abyss of the lower realms, to maybe get to the edge of darkness, the edge of insanity, but not yet necessarily to cross that line completely. Of course, you can do whatever you want, but the idea is to survive a world like this. And what secret knowledges you're getting? Well, I mean, part of it is you have loved ones that are going insane. And if you have some kind of stability, balance, you're helping them through their crazy times. But what happens to you? Just like the movie, was it they're out in the middle of nowhere in that hotel where Jack Nicholson goes crazy? It's kind of like that. Like you're going somewhere of peace, and you might have some peace within yourself, but there might be some inner darkness. Obviously, that was The Shining. The movie The Shining just activated. Yeah, there's ghostly beings there. That's a very. I give me an idea of how this world works. Like you go somewhere for peace and solitude on a planet, and all of a sudden you're around all these ghost beings and souls that have lost their minds, and you start going crazy at the same time. Next thing you know, you're running around with an axe. Doesn't mean it's going to happen, but you sometimes feel that way. So, and there are beings here that feel this, they're better than others and all that. Well, they get a reality check too to some level. So, well, because they get pulled into delusion very easily. It just because you're a high frequency being doesn't mean you can't be taken for a ride, as many do. So, and you're basically, the idea is the soul, yes, has a level of crazy. The idea is to calm it down so you can see the rest of the universe more clearly and move to the next level. Not easy, but so this world just opened up, not kind of forbidden knowledge, you can say. Of course, a lot of other planets like, why would you do that? But somebody has to do it. So obviously there's more to all this, but I would just give you a bit of a glimpse there.